Vengeance! But first we go in this room. Because... treasure chests. Probably. It's a pretty easy boss. All things considered. Alright, we'll be getting going here in just a moment. There we go. We got him. Just gotta throw out some announcements. No getting away. I feel like that's the first time I chased a monster and actually got him. before he could limp away.
Hey, you did good with that.
Pretty sure I saved. It is time to fight the Hellion. Hellion has appeared. Wow, this guy looks like somebody out of Diablo. Alright, let's do Smite and Silencer. Then Shelter. Ice. Oh, he confuses. Oh, looks like Wise is on today too. Alright, let's throw out some shoutouts for folks that are on today or have been on. I didn't buy more Thericas. So, Wise is playing a bunch more NES games today. Throw him a shout out. And I'll let me mute my clips here. Actually, she should heal. Go. Hey, Cosmic, welcome in. And who else is on today? Rotor's on, or was on. Throw him a shout out. And Pulse is doing more of the multiplayer Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, so we'll throw some shoutouts for Pulse and Chrono Gear and Sarconius and Lifted. Yeah. So maybe to make up for last week on how long it was, we have a pretty short list this week, so should be able to get through that and then do some community highlights here. And then probably hop into some Bot and Kaitos. I think that's our agenda for the day. We'll see how far we get on it.
Could be something different.
Let's see here.
When they break down a malfunction, they take themselves to the garbage area. When I fail to beat Dark Souls without dying, I too take myself to the
I don't really know who the artist is per se. Huh, did I not need that? Hold on a sec.
Let me give you a taste of what I've had to map here. Let me start from the bottom. So we got the start here. Let me bring it out a little bit. This is what we're working with, and I'm not even halfway done mapping this out.
No, I'm a little girl.
Huh? My I don't know how it's playing on stream, but my clips are just like the sound is all wonky. Just very in and out. Clipping a bunch. Alright. Let us go over to the RA review screen. There we go. Hello. Hello everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today's the RA review. It's Monday. So we're just gonna kinda get going with this. As per usual, I'll give my usual intro here. The retroachievements.org is a website, and I'll go ahead and put that up as a link. Retro Achievements is a website where a bunch of volunteer devs work together to add achievements to all your favorite old retro games. Maybe not all of them, but slowly, every week it's a little larger list. So they are adding achievements to your Marios and your Sonics and all the classics. And this show's about going over the new sets for those things. And retro achievements are kind of like your achievements are kind of like your trophies on PSN and your achievements on Xbox and on Steam. It's just for these older consoles, and you get them by hopping on to Retro Achievements, making yourself an account, and then start playing on like RetroArch, logging into Retro Achievements, and then you start earning Chivos as you play through some of these games. Cosmic says he made RA. I don't know. I think RA predates your involvement, but he did it all. Cosmic's just making some big claims these days. We'll have to see what you've been up to during the community highlights. We'll get there. So it is the 9th today, and we ended off last week on Monday on the 3rd. And it was actually it was the 2nd, but it's all UTC time on the Retro Achievement site. So I think the last game we covered last week was Secret Agent Clank. I don't remember talking about Vilgust. So I think Vilgust here is our first game of the week, and this is a Super Nintendo RPG based on an anime that I had never heard of. It's apparently the Japanese name for this translates to Armed Dragon, like a dragon has weapons, has guns, or something. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the OVA, so I couldn't tell you. The subtitle here is Kieta Shoujo, so the girl that disappeared. So let's see what the set is like for this one. Okay, so defeat some enemies with fire magic only, bolt magic only. Possibly those are things that they are particularly strong against. Only items in magic. Only magic. Firebolt, ice, and gust. Get all the treasures. Get all treasures. So lots of treasure collection. So treasure collection and a few boss-specific Chivos. Seems pretty straightforward as far as the set goes. Kyoryu, Densetsu, Vilgust. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. I don't want to walk through. We just want to see some gameplay. Oh, that's very loud. I'm gonna say from the get-go, your characters look really like out of place with the rest of the backgrounds. They even look out of place compared to the other characters. That is a lot of health. 10,034. I'm guessing this person's cheating or something. Those are some big numbers. Yeah, it looks like a mobile game, but this is from like 92? What? What's the year on this one? It's from a company called Winky Soft, published by Bandai Namco. Let's see. Code U SNES release date. That's from 1992. So it's not like they were ripping off mobile games in 1992, but man, that is just really strange looking. He might be using a filter for the graphics. That would make it show up like 10,000 instead of like 30 or whatever. Like, he's got 10,214 health. That seems abnormal to me. Like, most of these games are limited to, you know, like 9,989 or 999. Or, you know, if they're going with the, you know, just the sticking with the integer type, it'd be like 65,535, you know? Oh, check a different video? Well, sure, but like, just the... Well, yeah, maybe a filter or something. Look at that font. Well, I mean, it's a translation. So it's kind of a hack that somebody put together that put the translation in. It looks so filtered. Maybe. Anyway, I will say this doesn't look especially interesting to me. Pretty straightforward set though, so I might do this one sometime just because I do like RPGs. But this looks like it's probably pretty mediocre, pretty mid, as they say these days. Next up here we got Saint Seiya: The Hades. It's a 3D fighter. So Saint Seiya was a it was an anime, kind of a battle anime, shonen battle anime from like the early 90s, mid 90s. I want to say I think Foxy's talked about this one a little bit. I've never really seen it, so can't speak to whether the anime is any good. Let's get a lot of unlock different characters, defeat specific characters with specific other characters, unlock all 44 characters, unlock a bunch of different outfits for those characters. Finish the Hades mode in very hard difficulty without returning to the main screen. I'm guessing that's like a survival mode. There's a lightning battle in up to 9 minutes. So there's some time attack stuff here. Not seeing anything too crazy for a fighting game. It's mostly just do whatever the game wants you to do normally to unlock stuff. Let's take a look at this one. Saint Seiya: The Hades, PS2. HD Extremo. I'll just look at gameplay here. Okay, so it's more like the Budokai games. It's like usually 3D fighters are either going to be kind of like Virtua Fighter, or kind of like Tekken, or kind of like you know, Soul Calibur or something like that, or kind of like the Budokai games. Looks like it's animated like Tekken. I mean, I feel like Tekken's a little bit slower, and you usually have a smaller arena. That's kind of fun. So you do some very anime special moves. Yeah, I think Foxy would like this one. I don't know if Foxy played this during I don't think he played this during his last breakfast stream. I think he's skipping his next Saturday, but we should definitely give him this one on one of his streams. I think you would enjoy this one. But maybe give it a shot if you like 3D fighting games, if you like the Budokai series for Dragon Ball, or if you like Saint Seiya. Next up, we got Age of Zombies on the PSP. Let's see. Don't miss a shot. Don't use a shotgun. Don't use an SMG. Don't use a flamethrower. Don't use a minigun. Scorch Evo. Not quite a death list, but 5 or fewer total deaths. 3 or more extra lives remaining. 4 extra lives in total. Time attack the game. Beat it in less than 45 minutes. Total accuracy being 70% or higher. Beat any level using only the pistol. Beat any level without using the pistol. Weapon combo of X50 with shotgun before running out of ammunition. 100 with the SMG. Okay, so a lot of getting combos, doing things with certain weapons. 20 zombies without moving, without having the shotgun or any secondary weapon equipped. Survive for 30 seconds in survival mode without using weapons. Rule 1, cardio. Get through wave 10 in various areas in survival mode. Okay. So, it's a twin stick shooter. Yes, gameplay. So we've seen a couple of these before. We saw Stardust was a kind of a sci-fi oriented one where you're flying a spaceship. I like the sound effects. They sound like kind of lazy on one hand, but kind of fun. It's like shotgun. I'm guessing it's had a pretty small development team, and possibly it's just one of the devs doing the voice. Alright, this looks kind of fun. Kind of dumb, but kind of fun. I'm guessing this is just, maybe it's just like a survival mode or something. Okay. So that's Age of Zombies. That actually looks like kind of fun. Might give that a whirl sometime. I actually need to go back to Stardust and get further on Stardust. But that's cool. Let's see. Next up we got Disaster Report. I feel like we've seen this one before. Maybe some other one? Maybe it was a sequel or something. So I think this is another one where you're... let's see, we got a Pokemon spawn. Dreadnought. Let's do Pokemon. Let's see. No, I'm even thinking of some other ones. We've seen a couple of like disaster type games or rescue type games where you play like firefighters or you know, fly around a helicopter or something, go put out fires or rescue people. I'm guessing this one it's more like a third-person action adventure. Multiple endings. Get multiple compasses. It's kind of interesting. So most of the achievements here sound more like an adventure game. Let's see. So this is Disaster Report PS2 play.
The magnitude of the earthquake has not been confirmed, but Capital City has suffered extensive damage. Up to 2,000 people are missing or dead. Hey!
Hmm. That was real helpful. It's not really like fighting things, so I'm guessing the gameplay is mostly just like navigation and exploration, finding items, using them, solving puzzles and things like that. Bum, 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 bum. Huh, I guess you can like put things together and take them apart too. Okay, so it's listed as a survival horror, but there's not really any too horrifying aspects. I guess if you're afraid of like earthquakes, dying in a disaster, that's a fairly real horror thing, I suppose. But anyways, so disaster report. I was kind of thinking at some point it might be kind of fun to do like a theme stream, either for my channel or maybe get one to Foxy that's just like disaster games, because there are a lot of them, like a lot more than I would have thought. Next up here we got a rhythm game, Dancing Stage Mega Mix by Konami. So I'm guessing it's not DDR, but it's Konami. It looks like it plays like DDR. Yeah, so it's gonna be like most rhythm games here. Basically just clear all the different songs without missing a note. Full combo on highest difficulty. And of course, if we look this up, it's going to have a lot of licensed content, so it's not super streamable. But if you like the rhythm games, here you go. Here's another one. Yep. Cassie's, it looks like she hasn't started this one. Oh no, she has. I guess I'm just not following her anymore. Okay. But yeah, Cassie's pretty good at the rhythm games. Welcome in, San. Hopefully your night's going well. Next up, we got Garfield Caught in the Act. You're gonna get down with the rhythm games. A lot of people do count them as kind of like freebies as far as RA goes. This game is trash. Oh, next up, Garfield Caught in the Act. So there's a Genesis game that's Garfield Caught in the Act, which it's not terrible, but it's not really good either. It's pretty middle of the road. We got Foxy to play this one on the Saturday stream. It's okay. You know, it doesn't animate anywhere near as well as the Genesis, of course, because it's Game Gear. It actually has some pretty cool animations for the main character, given that it's on Game Gear. But just it seemed like playing it wasn't very fun. Just the jumping around, gameplay and stuff, wasn't great. Let's see. Yeah, so basically just beat all the levels without using passwords. Oh, it's okay to use passwords to go in and get tokens, but they want you to defeat the enemies. Well, let's see, without launching any boulders, using boulders without missing. Okay, so they do want you to clear every level with no passwords. So there's a Chivo for that, and then you can once you've gotten that, you can use the passwords to go to each level and get the essentially damageless type Achievos. And yeah, there's some damageless in here. Done. Destroy everything in a single bonus stage. Grab an extra life. So, not super difficult, I would say. I mean, the damageless might be a little bit tricky. But, pretty straightforward set here. Not worth a ton, but, yeah. It's a Game Gear game. Pretty short. So, if you like Garfield, maybe give it a shot. If you want some relatively easy points, yeah, maybe. If you're good at platformers. It's cute, but annoying. Let's see. Next up, we got Lego Star Wars, the video game. So the sequel to this one, which was the actually has the episode 4, 5, and 6 in it. The real Star Wars movies, if you ask Drake. The only Star Wars movies, if you ask Drake. That one already had a set, so now you've got the first game now has a set. So if you're going for the GameCube event, you can get 4 points out of Lego games on GameCube so far. And this one's much easier as far as the set goes. I was looking at this one the other night. It's basically just collect all the mini kits, fill in the stud meter. I don't know if it even like the other one bans you from using a lot of the extra like in-game cheats that you get from getting the power bricks. So like you can't use the invincible mode to try and get deathless. Is kind of the main thing they're going for, but also you can't get the true Jedi or whatever just by using the X2, X6, X4 score power bricks. But I don't think this one has that. I think this one's just, you know, fill the stud meter on every level regardless. And there is one that's like finish first level without collecting any studs, which is actually kind of hard because you don't the studs are a little bit magnetic, so like even without the there's an extra power brick you can get that make it even more so, but it's actually so that's actually pretty. That one might be the hardest Chivo in the set here. Other than that, it's just collect everything. But we can take a look at this one. Lego Star Wars. You. Oh yeah, there's a what do you call it? Race? Pod race in this one. I forgot because episode 1. Talking to Owaz, and he said after playing so many Lego games, you get tired of them. Very true. Very true. I would say I like most of the Lego games. They're pretty decently fun, but I wouldn't really pick them out of a pile of games to play. Like, once you played one, you've kind of played them all in a lot of ways. I mean, I don't know. They're usually funnier retellings of whatever story whatever licensed property they are. So like of Harry Potter or of Lego or of Star Wars or of, Indiana Jones. And they're kind of fun in that regard. But the gameplay loop for them, it gets old pretty quickly. Like they're not particularly challenging games. They're definitely aimed at a younger audience, which is fine. Like not everything has to be for adults, and obviously Lego's fairly kid friendly. They're more fun as like if you're playing them with other people. They're pretty fun multiplayer games, especially if you're pulling shenanigans on each other all the time, killing each other all the time. Like that makes things pretty fun and can be kind of fun. But as games themselves, they're like, take them or leave them, They're okay. They're good at making the same game with different themes over and over. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like just, oh, well, look, there's more levels, But they all kind of follow the same overall ideas, in that regard. And it looks like, why is this playing some Cannon Spike? I think that's Cannon Spike. Anyway. Yeah, so Lego Star Wars, now both of those have sets, and I mean the Deathless Chivos on the second game are a little bit tricky, but they're not bad ones to go for if you're needing points. I mean one of my points right now is that I beat Lego Star Wars 2. So I got a point out of that. I do not expect either of those games to be a bounty game though. They're pretty easy. Next up on the list here, we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum on PS2. So this is involving the Capsule Monsters from the anime, or from the series. So I think the Capsule Monster game is kind of like, I want to say it's kind of like Go, or maybe Go mixed with War. Let's see here. These games are a hidden pleasure of yours? The Yu-Gi-Oh games? Since the PS1 release? Let's see, Joey Wheeler. Name your pieces. So basically, defeat all the different characters you come across in the story. And they want you to use specific pieces against those bosses. This is a pretty big set. Acquire 10,000 MP. Win against anyone using only one piece. Not hitting anymore. Yes, you're telling us all of your secrets. Guilty pleasures. You need an E there, not a W. But, There you go. I guess you can evolve some of your pieces into different things. You can fuse some of your pieces, apparently. And then there's collection achievos for getting all the different monsters. So that might be a bit of a grind to go through. It's a turn-based strategy game. It's what it's labeled as. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum. Short bus time for you? Just for misspelling something? Alright, we don't want to steal somebody's commentary. Let's actually see what the game's like here. Obviously, it's an anime game, so there's going to be a lot of exposition. I get to select a monster to put out. Now we all make typos, saying it's not a big deal. Cool games. You love the animation when you summon and the chain cards you can get. The new stuff is blah. I have not played new or old, so I can't really comment on that. But most of the games I've seen are more about the card game than the Capsule Monster stuff. I think of the manga, there's only like one chapter that even mentions the Capsule Monsters, where he plays it against Yuki plays it against Kaiba's little brother or something. And then compared to that, there's like whole arcs of the story that are all around playing the card games. Oh, okay. I was thinking the game, like just from the screenshots, was going to be more like a like playing Go or like playing War or some of those other things, but this is actually a fully fledged tactics RPG. Okay then. You're not just Yugi, you're Yami Yugi. Dark Yugi. Florida design reminds you of Disgaea. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a tactics RPG, so it's gonna have, you know, they all kind of look like this, whether it's Fire Emblem or Disgaea or Final Fantasy Tactics. They all kind of have, you know, they set up their backgrounds kind of in this way. This guy's playing very slowly. Well, there you go. So it's a tactics RPG. Not much to say about this one. Yeah. As far as like the capsule monsters, I guess this is Capsule Monster Coliseum, so it's a tactics RPG using that. The game, I don't really remember the game in the manga, how much it was. Like you'd go to, it's like a gacha game, so like you'd go to like a little, what do you call them? You know, like one of those machines where you put in a quarter and like turn the thing and get like a little egg out that's got an item in it. So like they were like that, and they were capsule monsters or whatever. And then Yugi's like rolling for one or something. He gets a really rare one, and then Kaiba's little brother's around and is like, "Oh, that's the one I want," and so he like steals it or whatever. And then Yami Yugi shows like Yugi goes dark mode or whatever and has to teach the little kid a lesson. And so they play the game, you know, and it's presented more like chess or Go in the manga. Though I don't think they're really in depth explaining the rules or anything. But eventually, Yugi wins, and Kaiba's little brother gets shrunk down to the size and like chased after by the monsters for a little while. And learns his lesson. But I think that's it only shows up in that one chapter. So it's a little bit surprising that they made a whole, PS2 game around it. Because, yeah, most of the other ones are all... Oh, there's a Game Boy version, too. Check that out. This one already had the set. So there you go. You play it on Game Boy or on PS2. I'm not huge on the Yu-Gi-Oh games. Haven't really jumped into those, but I'll add this to the list. Just because it's Tactics RPG. Might jump into that at some point. Next up, we got Aero Fighters 2. So Aero Fighters is a kind of a classic shoot 'em up. We've seen that around. This is the sequel, which was on Neo Geo CD. Let's see, normal or higher difficulty. Clear Loop 2. Collect 30 powers while at max weapon difficulty in a single stage. Wow, in a single stage. That's kind of surprising. Basically get through a stage without using bombs and we're dying. Use up to 5 bombs without dying once on normal or higher. Clear each stage with each character. In one session, clear the game with each character. And then 1cc the game on hard. So it's usually the 1cc that's the hard one. But let's take a look at this one. Aero Fighters 2 on Neo Geo CD. Aero Fighters 2. This is an arcade one. What if I search for Neo Geo CD? Here we go. The Dolphin is fun, and the lineup they have with the different planes is great. Yeah, that is one thing. That is definitely one thing where the Sonic Wings or Aero Fighter series excels at, is you have so many different planes to choose from. And it is a little tricky, or at least it was a little tricky to figure out how to play as any of the second ones, because like you have a first player and a second player option for each country, and each plane shoots a little differently and plays a little differently. So it's a little tricky sometimes on how to get the second player planes. I think you have to switch your controller to be in the second controller to play as those ones. But there's a multi-set for the first game, and that's kind of fun. Drake and I played a bunch of that. Didn't get very far with the set, but it's a fun series. It's a fun game. But anyway, there's all kinds of different zones. It's got a pretty good soundtrack. Pretty cool graphics. Yeah, it's a pretty decent shoot 'em up. Probably not one of the best ones, but it's okay. It's an RR game. It's not this week's review game, right? This week's review game is like I guess the challenge game is Sonic Spinball, and the review game is the Da, 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 da. Where was it? Gredson continues. Phantom 2040. Oh, it's a game you should add to the RR. I mean, you could if you want to. It just strikes me as like very if you played Sonic, if you played the first one, the second one doesn't really change a lot. I mean, obviously it's different levels and stuff, but well, anyway, not a bad game. Let's see. Next up, we've got Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine on Nintendo 64. I think we've already seen a set for this. Maybe it's like a PS2 version or something. Because I feel like we've seen this one before. Let's see here. So it's kind of collection Chivos. Some Deathless Chivos. Oh, so beat a whole level without reloading a save, without dying, and without healing. So that's it's almost like a damageless through a level anyway. Anything for bosses? Try one too many times. You wanted to add the Godzilla fighting game, but it's a bit rough. Jeep Trek. Con on hard mode. It's basically just beat the game on hard mode. Looks like you'd be able to get most of the achievements. Well, beat the game on hard mode without healing. Okay. So this is Indiana Jones Infernal Machine in 64. Take a look at this one.
Now it starts to make sense. Let's see here. Make welcome seeker know that it was Nebuchadnezzar, in heed of the writing that Marduk made appear unto him, who builded the great engine. Having no understanding, the rabble hath thrown down.
Got some rafting sections.
Strange place for a windmill. What's this?
It's a lot of platforming, exploring, collecting stuff. Oh, hey, it's got the Zelda targeting system. The Ocarina of Time. I guess you beat it with the torch. Okie dokie. A wild Nincada appears for those doing Pokemon. Got some swimming segments.
It opens the gate up there. Let me work my way into position. Then
Well, looks like I mean, if you're into 3D exploration action adventure from the PS1 and 64 era, might be worth checking out. If you like Indiana Jones, might be worth checking out. Yeah, this was back when LucasArts was pretty decent company. LucasArts Lucasfilm. Alright, so there you go. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Next we got Lunar, Silver Star Harmony. This was from 2009. I don't know if this is a remake or what. You do get Mia in the party. Galleon in the party. I think this is just a remake of Lunar 1, maybe. Let's see here. So don't get Lake's assistance. Defeat slimes without using purity song or holy water. Without healing any party members. Without using any area of effect skills. So there's some pretty specific achievos here for specific fights. Huh. Do the male's hot spring. Do the female's hot spring scenes. Reminiscer before you reach POW. Ability. See the Master Sword from Tempest. Collect all the bromides. It's been a while since I played Lunar, but some of this stuff's familiar. So yeah, this is a remake of the first game in the series. So here you go. You can beat it on Sega CD, you can beat it on PS1, and you can beat it on PSP. Is Lunar good? I liked it. I mean, the PlayStation 1 version is PlayStation 1 version was brought over. It's another one of those games that got kind of screwed up as far as the balancing of enemies by Working Designs. It's like Working Designs went into the code and made a bunch of things. Like they decreased the EXP you earn or increased the EXP required to level, and made a lot of enemies tankier. So they kind of fiddled with a lot of those settings that they really didn't need to. Maybe under the kind of that late 80s, early 90s, like, oh, we don't want kids to beat this game in one rental, you know, kind of that mindset. And that definitely did it. That definitely was detrimental to the game. But having played this, when I played this without knowing any of that, I had a good time with it. I borrowed the PS1 version from a friend and beat it way back, like in, like 98 or whatever. And just having played the original version, it was pretty good. This one clearly got a graphics upgrade from that. There's a lot of people who prefer the Sega CD version for the music, because they redid a bunch of the music for the PlayStation version. I haven't played the Sega CD version and can't comment. I thought the PlayStation version had decent music. It didn't really stand out, but it didn't stand out negatively either. I haven't played the PSP version, so I can't really comment on, if this is a good one or not. Animations, music, and voice acting is good. I mean, on the PS1 version, the voice acting was what you'd expect from American voice acting of JRPG time. It wasn't especially bad, but it wasn't particularly good either. I don't know. It was okay. I don't know. I don't know if I can think of one that actually had good, that I would say had good voice acting. But I'm really picky. So maybe I'm not the right person to ask about that. Anyways. If you like RPGs, if you like JRPGs, I think the Lunar series is pretty good. I wouldn't rate it as like a 10 out of 10 or even like a 9 out of 10. It's probably like a 6 or a 7 for me. Yeah, it's fine. Definitely not bad. It has a good sense of adventure. I probably like I probably like Dragon Quest and Grandia more, stuff like that. But Lunar wasn't bad. Next up we got Blade on the PlayStation. So it's an action beat 'em up based on the vampire themed Marvel movies. This is actually one of the better ones. Like, at least the first Blade movie was pretty good, I would say. The next two were kind of bad, but the first one is actually really good popcorn film. Hardcore techno, yeah. That's a pretty classic scene where he like kills all the vampires in the techno dance club. That was really cool. Definitely hit that super gory, super edgy 90s. I don't know, without feeling too cringy. And it's, like, the later ones with all the CG were pretty bad. But the first one was pretty fun. Rave your way through vampires. Is there a Chivo like that? Oh, you're joking. I'm just looking through the names now. Okay, so we got correctly line all the plane pieces in the aerospace during the day and 10 button presses or less. So you gotta finish a puzzle in minimal button presses. That's kind of different. Oh, you can play as Whistler. Whistler's the kind of the older mentor dude in the series. I think he gets turned about halfway through the film, if I remember right, something like that. I mean, and Wesley Snipes' character has to kill him, prevent him from going all the way. So there's some damageless on hard. Gotta use the machine pistol for some stuff. Some more damageless. Yeah, I mean, these are mostly for, yeah, defeating specific enemies on damageless on hard mode. Perform 50 headshots. Perform 10 headshot kills without taking damage. Whistler's segment firing the shotgun only once. Let's see. In one session, beat the game without... Oh, wow. Beat the whole game. Well, I guess that's not that crazy. But there's an deathless endurance achievo there. Sword, melee, and handgun. So, there you go. Would have been happy if they did a Night Stalkers movie or series instead of just Blade. Night Stalkers was his group. Oh, like in the comics? I'm not super familiar with the Blade comics. I think the only Blade comic I might have read is maybe like a crossover with Spider-Man. You say Night Stalkers movie, and I think of the Capcom series of fighters, which actually that would have been a cool anime. I wonder if they ever made an anime for that. I guess that would be Darkstalkers, not Night Stalkers. Anyway, let's look up gameplay for this one. I have no idea how close to the comics the movie was. but the movie was fun. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Not at all. Oh, there's your techno. There's your techno sand. Let's skip forward to some fighting. Somewhere. TwitchCon hype? You don't expect this to be good? I mean, I wouldn't exactly have high expectations for a movie licensed game kind of period. There have been some decent ones. Been some decent Hulk games. We've covered, some of the more decent Spider-Man games. I'm not super impressed by the I don't know. The backgrounds here are pretty generic. The music's fitting kind of with the movie because it had the techno or whatever, but that's kind of a lazy loop. I mean, granted, techno music's kind of lazy to begin with, but I don't know. It doesn't really impress me, but it's whatever. He's not in the club, he's in a subway. Yeah. Well, if you like the Blade movie, maybe give this a check out if you like third-person shooters. It says beat 'em up on there, but I think I'd call this more like it's more like Max Payne or something, just watching the gameplay there. Or Dead to Rights or some of the other ones we've covered. It looks pretty generic. Might be fun. I'm gonna guess we didn't really see like hard mode there or anything like that, but I'm gonna guess that they probably did the really, really stupid, silly, easy thing of making a hard mode where they just buff everybody's health and make them very spongy, which would make some of those hard damageless Chivos just that much more annoying. The movies are okay, not your favorite, but okay. Yeah, I mean, the second and the third movie are kind of bad. They're kind of in that, almost in that territory. No, I guess I would say they're in the territory of so bad it's good. They're good. They're decent popcorn flicks. The first movie's decent, decently good in its own right. Maybe not. I mean, you can always evaluate like how true to the original, whether book or comic book, how true to the comic book it is, and like you say, it's probably not very true to the comic book, so it's not very good in that sense. But just as like an overall movie that has, good plotting, good characters, is a fun time, has decent dialogue, etc. First movie's not bad at all. It's like a 7 or 8 out of 10 in my book. Definitely better than most everything in the most recent of the Marvel movies in like the last 5 to 10 years. That's saying much, but decent movie, and it was gory enough to get an R. In a time when most of the movies were pretty cheap. Most of the comic movies of that era were pretty cheesy and bad, so it does kind of stand out like that. Third one had the most gory scenes and some interesting hybrid vampire ideas. Yeah, lots of CG blood. I don't know if I call it I mean, it was gory in the sense that there was a lot of blood, but it was all CG, so it looked really bad, and it's aged very poorly. Like just the effects in the second and third movie are pretty awful. But it was the time. It was the style of the time to use CG for everything. Got another Ditto appears for those doing the Pokemon. Next up, you got Bucky O'Hare, which is the arcade version. You don't remember them that well? Yeah, I mean they weren't great. They weren't worth remembering. They weren't all that memorable. I just remember like in the third one, I think it is like the guy at the end turns into like a whirlwind of blood or something, and he's like, oh, he's becoming a god, or becoming a vampire that can walk in the night or walk in the day or whatever. I don't know. It's a little silly. Anyway, so Bucky O'Hare, we've seen the NES game. That one's considered kind of a classic. It's kind of hard, but this is the arcade version, which the NES game is like a 2D platformer with some pretty inventive levels, I would say, and pretty inventive like kind of areas and stages to get through, and sort of mini puzzles and things. Some of them are a little bit annoying. There's like this part where you're riding an elevator, and there's just a ton of mines all over, and you have to like pick the right spot to stand and blow your way through. And it's really about memorization of where to go, where to stand, and which ones to shoot, and so on. That's kind of annoying. But this is a beat 'em up rather than a 2D platformer, so it probably plays a little differently. Let's see. Defeat a bunch of enemies in a single special with a single special. Defeat a bunch using a bomb. Defeat bosses without using bombs or taking damage. This one has a lift as well, apparently. Avoid being hit by the electric fields. See. Complete the game using only one character. So basically, complete the game with each character. 3 or less credits on default. 1 CC on default. 3 or less credits on hardest. Okay, so at least they don't want you to 1 CC on hardest, but 3 or less credits. I see nobody's gotten that one except somebody playing in softcore. So let's take a look at this one. Bucky O'Hare. Arcade gameplay. This one's not bad, which is saying a lot since I'm burnt out on beat 'em ups. Yeah, I have to be kind of in the right mood for beat 'em ups. They're really fun to play multiplayer in general. But I don't know. It's another genre that it wouldn't be the first thing I'd go to if I'm just, picking a game I want to play, having a good time. It is nice that you get a ranged attack. In a lot of beat 'em ups, you're pretty much stuck with melee. And whether a player is good or bad, or whether a character is good or bad, is mostly about, the range. I don't know if this is a normal difficulty, but this seems... I mean, obviously this is the first level, but it's pretty easy. We'll skip ahead a little bit more. You got kind of the cart rating stage, cool too. That's cool. It's quite a bit of variety in this one. I always hate these kind of bosses. It's like you got the crusty balloon in Simpsons. You got the fly dude in TMNT. You always have to like jump kick them to do damage. Blech. Anyway, so that's Bucky O'Hare. It looks pretty fun. Kind of want to see the cartoon sometimes. Yeah, it was there's only like 12 episodes. It's a really short one. It's I don't remember exactly what the story on it is. Like it just didn't survive very long. It didn't it had like one season, or I don't know, 12 episodes is more like a half season or something. But it was okay. I watched it a lot as a kid and like liked it a lot as a kid. But it just feels very, having seen it since, it's it just feels very unfinished and unpolished. I don't know. Let's see. So next up we got Chaos Legion, which is a hack and slash on PS2. You know, I always saw this one in stores and was like, this is some JRPG. We'll check it out sometime. But it's not. It's a hack and slash from Capcom. Capcom. Without equipping a Legion or using an EXP gem after the prologue. Ooh. So they don't want you to do whatever leveling mechanics you have. With the game in super mode on hard difficulty. And then level up all legions. Dun, 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 dun. And get AAA rating on stages. Oh, and time attacks. A lot of time attack achievos. Devil May Cry 0? Maybe. I mean, it's Capcom. It's a hack and slash, so let's take a look. Chaos Legion. PS2 gameplay. Alright, let's look this one up. Ba-ba-ba. Huh. I just had to check some messages. Some family stuffs. Yeah, I think this might be kind of a Devil May Cry 0 from the looks of it. That might not be a bad description. It's I mean, the character model is not bad. Some of the enemy models are not bad, but the backgrounds and like all the fog, it's definitely very early PS2. Maybe something that was originally set up, originally designed for PS1 and then ported to PS2 at the last minute or something. I mean, the number of enemies on screen is also kind of impressive, but it's like... not much monster variety. Well, I think this is just like an opening stage or something. Let's see. It does look like you're fighting just a ton of the same kind of enemies. I guess this is like a boss fight. You got a boss meter on the bottom. I guess he's got like clones. Bought this game thinking it'd be great, and it is okay. I would rather recommend Drakengard than this. Yeah, I mean, Drakengard suffers from some of the same problems in terms of being like early PS2 and, yeah, either what would I say? Like just not having very detailed backgrounds or interesting backgrounds. But Drakengard plays a little bit more like a Dynasty Warriors game in a lot of ways. Whereas this is much more like Devil May Cry or like God of War, I think. But I mean, it looks pretty decent as far as like an early PS2 game goes. Cutscenes look nice. Anyway, not that that matters at all. It does look like a pretty difficult set, potentially, in as much as they want you to go through. At the very least, there's a Chivo in there that they want you to go through without leveling on like a hard mode, and hard mode probably increases enemy health, and so that's that could be kind of like the God of War set, which could be pretty painful and grindy. I remember watching Sark do the God of War set. It was kind of painful. That was the I think that was the PSP set specifically. The PS2 set's not that bad, but anyway, that looks. If you like God of War, if you like Devil May Cry, maybe give this one a shot. It looks okay. Yeah. Next up, we've got Puzzle, and then probably a bunch of Dutch or German here. So it's a jigsaw puzzle game. Pretty basic set here. I just want you to go through and complete all the variants. So variant here is probably like different number of pieces. Let me go look this one up. It's on Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS gameplay. Well, there's no video for this one. I mean, it's a jigsaw puzzle game. I guess that's fine. Pretty basic stuff. Moving on to the next one. Sly 3. So this is like a 3D platforming game. A lot of collectathon type stuff and some stealth elements. the Sly series. It's I'd say it's pretty well received. I've heard lots of good things about this series. I've never played one myself. I did pick up the trilogy on PS3, so maybe someday I will dust that off and actually open it. I think it's still sealed. But anyway, here's the third game in the series, and it looks like the first two already have sets. So if you like the first two games, I imagine this is going to be a bit more of the same. There's more levels. Let's see here. So let's see. Progress Chivos. Damageless Chivos. Collection. Without being injured by a security device. So basically, in the stealth section, don't let people know you're there. Cosmic says, "Yeah, I playtested the first one a few months back. It's pretty fun." Yeah, I've heard good things about this series. Let's see. So there's some time attack stuff in here. Not a fan of that, but there you go. For the truck's tire heat exceeding 50% of its operating limit. Okay, so you got some driving sections or something, sounds like. Navigate the sewers in the raft without detonating a mine. Okay, so there's a rafting section. Defense job. So there might be some different gimmicks in each level, sounds like. It looks like there's built-in challenges in the game. So that might be kind of fun. Oh, a lot of those. Mugging or pickpocketing. Attain the pirate rank Swabby. And purchase various power-ups. Obtain the pirate rank Dread Pirate. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Sly 3. Honor Among Thieves. I feel like there's a lot of games that have Honor Among Thieves as the subtitle. I think there's a... Isn't one of the Uncharted games Honor Among Thieves? Or maybe No Honor Among Thieves. Or something like that.
For the rest of the operation, you are the ball.
Roger, Bentley. I'm starting my approach. Getting over these fortress walls shouldn't be a problem. Look, we're running 5x5 here. Make sure everyone's in sync.
I hear that. Artillery, sure you can make that shot?
I endeavor not to miss.
Excellent. Radio control.
In position.
Recovery team.
Bum, ba, bum.
Agent Old Rock, prep for tipper.
Hiya. How is it? Well done.
Let her rip, Old Rock. Ball's in position.
Okay. Up a battle.
Nice work. The ball's got a track. Over.
I'm kind of interested in seeing what the stealth is like. This is so far just platforming.
Agent Team 6, deploy.
First is down.
I'm reading both force fields down. Strong work, Team 6.
Every time.
How's your wife doing, Richards?
Oh,
Very well, Dr. M. Thank you for asking. Very thoughtful.
And your son, what's his name? Mike?
Mark, sir. He's well too, yeah?
Shame you won't be seeing them again.
Sir?
Afraid I poisoned your drink at lunch. Sorry, Richards, but I don't tolerate poor performance. You should have changed the security code from 1, 2, 3 after you installed the new system.
I'll improve, I swear.
No, you'll die any second now. Yes, water leaking into the lab. I'm on my way down. Oh, and get a janitor for the lab elevator.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, this is on PS2. Oh, that's a little handholdy. They tell you what it is. I don't like that. That's shades of modern games for the modern audience, you know. Gotta let the games journalists play your game, yeah.
Quick, let's regroup with the others. Follow me.
This is kind of a boss fight, I guess.
The Cooper treasure is mine. It's mine.
Jump! We're in trouble.
No fall damage.
We don't have much time. The tunnel's gonna go. Hurry!
Anyway, seems like a... Aside from that, you know, on-screen reminder of what, you know, just in case you weren't paying attention, this seems like a pretty fun game.
The boat's just up ahead.
The Cooper treasure is
It's not working. Save yourself.
If he wants to eat this.
Anyway, I'm guessing that's just like the first level, so it's pretty simple stuff. But yeah, okay, Sly Cooper. I might give that a shot sometime. I do get in the mood sometimes for 3D platforming. So, and it looks like there's a Rygar game for PS2 as well. Rygar, the Legendary Adventure. So we've seen, of course, the NES version of this and the arcade version. Arcade version's kind of meh. It's like a Kung Fu or something where you've got just enemies constantly spawning left and right. NES also has the constant enemies, which is kind of annoying. And the, yeah, catching the little hook of your, whatever you call it, the little line gliding thing. But here we have the PS2 version. I think I remember seeing this come out. It's kind of a God of War clone, if I remember right. A couple of damageless stuff, some time attack stuff. Defeat an enemy without using some kind of special attack and without recovering life. Excuse me. Another time attack. Unlock easy mode. I'm guessing you have to die a bunch to get easy mode unlocked. That's kind of fun. James Earl Jones passed away. Yeah, I saw that. That's he was getting up there, so it's not super surprising. But Dulce Doom had some good roles. Let's see, make sure Raise your max life to 850, base attack to 30, base defense to 30. Just basically level up all your stuff. Find a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of collection Chivos. And there's a Necromandia cave, so that's probably like a survival mode kind of thing. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Rygar, PS2 gameplay. Yeah, I figure, you know, if you've lived past 70, you're doing pretty good. It's 90 is not a bad time to go. 93 in terms of that.
Even though he and Hecatoncheirus were in a fight to the death, I never expected he would defeat him. Warrior of Argus, representative of the people, I will not forget you.
That way leads to the very heart of Argus, the Elysian Shrine, where lies the graves of our very bravest warriors. Argus has finally fallen into their hands. But I will fight to the death for Argus.
Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right, you have the spinny disc thing. So, it does play out a lot like God of War, because in God of War you've got the sights on the chain blades or whatever. Yeah, that's what I said. It's a God of War clone, for sure. Even more so than that other one we were looking at. Chaos Legion. Chaos Legion looked like it didn't have all that much exploration to do. That one is more like a arena fighter kind of thing. Yeah, so I feel like the God of War games, I mean, this is, doesn't look like a bad clone, as far as things go. It's not super original or anything, but, eh. Still looks like decent fun. Break all the things, collect all the orbs. Pillar statue breaking game? Well, I mean, you know. We can skip ahead to see some of the other areas. New sequence attack. Hey, Frosty. Welcome in, sir. Ba-ba-ba. I guess you get different things you can equip your disc armor with. This looks pretty neat. It's a lot of like grappling type platforming. Doesn't look like you have finishers though. That's kind of the bread and butter, I'd say, of God of War, is the finishers. It's kind of one of the things that's pretty cool with those series. But this one doesn't look quite as gory. The bread and butter of this one's breaking pillars. It does look like that, huh? A lot of breaking stuff and collecting orbs. I mean, that's pretty standard to a lot of hack and slash games and 3D platformers and stuff. But anyway, so this looks pretty decent. Looks pretty fun. Maybe give it a shot if you like the God of War games and you've already beaten all of those. Yeah, so we have quite a lot of PS2 games today, as far as the, we'll refresh one more time, but we had Sly 3, we had Rygar, we had Chaos Legion, we had Blade. I mean, this was PS1, but a lot of like hack and slash beat 'em up type, 3D beat 'em up type games. And of course we had the Lunar PSP port, Lego Star Wars, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tactics RPG, Age of Zombies, looked pretty fun. So some fun stuff. Rise of the Shield Heroes, what this should be called. Oh no. Oh, don't get us in trouble, Zane. That one was that one's got some spicy stuff in it. Anyways, let's go on to the second segment of the show, which is all about community highlights. We had too long of a list last time to get through, so let's make sure we do this time. It's only an hour and a half in. Last time was like 5 hours, and we still we were just getting through the end of the sets. That was a little silly. I should have been a little bit more picky with which ones I looked up YouTube videos on, and so on. So try to do better. I will try to do better about that kind of thing. Let's start from the bottom for this one. We're looking at followed users. I don't remember who Subledger is. Who was this one? Let's remember the Dracula's mean. I'm not sure I remember this person. Anyways, go Suffa. There you go. So Suffa hangs out sometimes over here. We've seen him pop in, and I've also seen him over on Wise's channel and Pulse's channel. Pops up on Pulse's all the time. Pretty cool dude. I think he's also he's a moderator on the site. It's like a BZG, I think. Is him here, maybe? Maybe not. I bet he's over in Pulse's chat. Maybe not. Ah, well. He's got a different name on Twitch. But anyway, Suffa has been playing some Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance. Looks like he's about a little over halfway through the cheapos on that one. Playing some Mortal Kombat on the Game Boy. And then working through Phantasy Star Online, episode 1 and 2. And Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Suffa has a lot of the Dragon Quest badges, I think. Yeah. Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Dragon Quest 3. I think those are the Super Nintendo ones. Dragon Quest 9. That's a pretty big one. Dragon Quest 7, 6. Yeah. So he's a fellow Dragon Quest fan. So he's been going through a bunch of different stuff. Looks like me primarily been working on some of the GameCube event stuff. Like the rest of us. Let me toss on some music for this too, because it's too quiet. Dragon Quest Monsters game is released on Steam soon. Ah, I did see that they made a remake of the Game Boy Color one, the first one. Something about Dark Prince or Dark King or something like that. They did a remake of that one that they released on Switch recently. Is that the one that they're bringing to Steam? Or is it a different one? And what is some good music to play while we're going over this? Let's see, probably some game music of some kind. We could listen to Dragon Quest music, speaking of. That's some fun stuff sometimes. Be under Squeenix. Bring in some of the compilation discs. Let me bring that in here. Alright, we'll turn that down a bit, just for background music. Oops. Okay, how's that, guys? Can you hear my voice over that okay? Turn it just a smidgen. There we go. Alright. So, next up on the list here, we got Staggertron. Staggertron was in here just the other day. He was playing some, I was watching him play WarioWare the other day. He's getting pretty close to the, he beat that one. He's working on the badge. It's pretty cool, dude. Pretty chill. He's been playing WarioWare on the GBA. Played it on the GameCube. Foxy was saying those are basically the same game, so. He's also been working on Double Dash, Charlie's Angels. He's taken up the chalice and been working on Charlie's Angels, and he's about a little less than halfway through the command mission. I think he was saying he didn't want to start Chapter 7 yet. So yeah, he's still on Chapter 7 there. But he's also working, as you can see, on the GameCube event. Some WarioWare stuffs. Let's see. Next up we got... I don't remember who that is. Electric Snow. Electric Snow pops up over in Pulse's chat all the time. I think he's been over here a time or two. Not to be confused with Regular Snow, who was a developer.
Ended. Rip. Over my motherfucker.
But he's been playing some Mighty Final Fight on the NES.
Mega Man is like...
which is kind of a cutesy version of Final Fight. Some Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master. Ninja Gaiden 2 on NES. Kid Niki.
Shoot him!
I guess he's been in kind of a ninja mood.
Cheers.
Ninja beat 'em up action platformer.
Got the clip.
There we go. He's been busy. Next up we got Manny. Manny's pretty awesome. He's very helpful if you're ever in find yourself in need as far as like figuring out how to get various games to work, emulators and such.
Yeah, okay.
And he despite his claims, he has many Pokemon badges, so if you ever need Pokemon help, he's a good resource. But and we've kind of been on break from it for a while because I've been sick, but I had been sick. But we were working on Zelda together. Zelda Four Swords, along with Cosmic, and I think it was Drake. I think it was Cosmic. I think it was Drake, Manny, and I, right? Drake, Manny, I, and you, right? I think that was our 4-man party for Zelda. He's also been working on Miss Pac-Man, speed up version, and Lego Star Wars. He's almost more than halfway through the Lego Star Wars that just came out this last week. And he's also working through Super Smash Bros. Melee. And other than that, he also played some Return of the Ninja on Game Boy Color. I think we saw this one a few weeks back. Let's see. Next we got Zash. And that's Zash Usama here on Twitch. Zash is always kind of fun to watch. He's really good at shoot 'em ups, of course. He plays a fair bit of twin stick shooters though too, like Xeno Crisis. Looks like he's been working on the Aero Fighters multi-set as well. We were talking about that earlier today. Working on the arcade version of Turtles in Time. Did a little bit of Castlevania. Some Axelay. Some UN Squad. Some Fire Shark. Magic Chase. So, I think he's been playing, probably just been playing games that he enjoys rather than going for badges as much with some of these. He's also working on some GameCube badges here, the Radigy and WarioWare. He's already beat those, but he needs to badge them. And look at Lifted Senses. So Lifted is currently playing some Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles with Pulse and Sark and Chrono. Looks like they just got one achievement left. So they're almost done with that one. He's also been playing some Bomberman Generation, some Luigi's Mansion, some Ultimate Spider-Man, Resident Evil 4, and he did badge Metroid Prime. He's also putting, I think a while back he put a bunch of time into Charlie's Angels. I don't know if he ended up badging that one, but those are some of the GameCube games he was working on. Let's see. Next up on our list here. Did I skip myself? I guess I skipped myself. Yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't earn very much last week. Felt like I was making more progress than that, but I've mostly been working on Bot and Kaitos. I guess it's just been a comedy of errors trying to get time to play. But I played through some of that, and other than that, I've just been doing my usual like picking games that I can play while at work, like Jigsaw World and Picross and some Logic Pro. This is that arcade game that came out last week. It's the Picross arcade game. So, not super busy. Not achieving a lot lately, but a little bit here and there. Next we got Blog. And Blog's got a complicated Twitch name that he doesn't have on here, unfortunately. But he's been playing that Deadpool hack. I saw Wise playing this one last night. It's a hack of Ninja Gaiden that puts Deadpool in. And they've actually got some cutscenes, little cutscenes in there. It's kind of fun. So if you like the Deadpool comics, this is actually a pretty fun game. A little bit of a retelling of some of the what was it, like when Deadpool is fighting with Thanos for Death's attention. Some of that stuff from the comics. It's kind of fun. He's been also working on the bonus set for Ninja Gaiden, and then the Super Nintendo trilogy of Ninja Gaiden. Maybe worth mentioning that Blog was a speedrunner for Ninja Gaiden specifically. Oops, that's not what I want to push.
I got the spring down. It's just you gotta hit A as soon as it touches the ground.
Anyway, that's Lifted Senses, not Blog.
I spoke too soon.
Did the wrong
usually got the spring down. Fuck that spring.
Anyway, next up we got Mickey. Mickey shows up here sometimes. He shows up over at Foxy's. Good dude. Grab a shout out here. He's been playing some Rogue Galaxy on PS2. Some Hack GU. And some Phantasy Star Online. So digging into some of those RPGs. Good times. Let's see. Next up is Frosty, who's here with us as Mega Seraphimon. Throw him a shout out. Playing some Monster Rancher. Came out last week. The set for that came out, rather. And some Lego Star Wars. First game. And some Mario Party. Some Twin Snakes. So it's also going for the GameCube events. I think a lot of us are getting kind of burnt out on GameCube games a little bit here and there. So we're playing some of the other stuff. But that's cool. Da-da-da. And then next up we've got Nemad. Throw him a shout out. Nemad's I think he started Retro Achievements like a couple of months ago or so. He's a little bit new. But I've seen him do a lot of Retro Achievements on stream. He hangs out with Vance a lot. I think that's probably who I met him through. But looks like he's been playing some Bucky O'Hare, some Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2, some Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, some Wario's Woods. So a lot of classic games. Not really doing the GameCube stuff. Some G.I. Joe, Monster in My Pocket, Tiny Toon Adventures, Mega Man 4, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay. So he's playing some Jake here or there too. Let's see, next we got RVK. RVK hangs out with us over at Scanlines a lot. And he's pretty good at fighting games, racing games, shoot 'em ups. Often does pretty well in some of those challenges arenas. Looks like he's been playing some Phantasy Star Portable, some Midnight Club, some Lufia, some Final Fight, some Super Mario World. So he's been playing some, I guess, RPGs and racing lately. RPGs and fighting. Or, well, beat 'em up. Bum. Alright, next up we got Pookums. Pookums, I don't know if you guys caught his kind of epic battle with this game called it's like a Brazilian game that only came to the US on like Genesis Satellite or something. That was a really short clip. Let me throw him another one. Is my clip player even working? I'm hearing like nothing. I'm seeing nothing and I'm hearing nothing from the clip. That's not a good sign. Anyway. But he was playing a this really weird game called like Nightmare Circus, I think it was. Just really requires really like frame perfect attacks and dodges and not a good game by any measure, but he's called it the worst game he's ever played. But he beat it. He beat all the bosses without using the special attack or whatever. So he kind of gave himself some challenges. It doesn't have a set on RA, and it was Pookum's wish that it never did, because he doesn't want anybody else to have to suffer through that. But putting that aside, he's been playing some Umihara Kawase, some eSWAT, City Under Siege, which sounds like a tactics RPG, maybe? No, it's a running gun. Interesting. Some Kadash on Mega Drive. High Seas Havoc. Dragon View. Oh yeah, I caught him playing some Dragon View the other day. He really liked this one. It's kind of a beat 'em up action RPG. It's kind of an interesting game. Really reminds me of some of the Quintet games, like Soul Blazer and what's the other one? Can't remember the name of the other one, but quite a few of the Quintet games have some similar mechanics. So, wait, did I add this one yet? I should add this one to my list I want to play. Because this was, watching him play it was pretty neat. RoboCop vs. Terminator. RoboCop 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Anywho, Pooks is worth checking out if you enjoy a lot of retro games. He doesn't really go for badge and stuff per se, but he has achievements on as he plays through various games. He usually just tries to beat a bunch in particular series on a stream. So we got Master System Marceau. Pretty cool dude. He used to do a bunch of speedrunning for like Sonic games, Outrun, Road Rash, Hang On, Aladdin. I've seen him play a lot of different things, but he's been playing. He just badged Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Gear, and previously he badged the Sega Master System one, and he put in some time on Astro Fighter as well. This one's pretty tough. Astro Fighter is pretty tough, or Astro Warrior rather. Next up we got Tricky. Tricky pops in here every once in a while. Pops over in Wise's stream. Pretty cool dude. He's been working a ton on Final Fantasy VIII. I think that's the main thing. He's also been playing some Aerobiz Supersonic on Super Nintendo. What is this one? It's a strategy game. Interesting. Guessing it's primarily like you're moving around a air fleet or something. Aerobiz Supersonic. I kind of want to take a look at this one. Take a look at it, see what this one's all about. We'll pause the music for a sec. Actually, my pause button isn't working. There we go. So I guess you're running like a travel agency or something. No? Find a Grand Hotel. Okay, so you're like setting up air routes. Okay, so it's kind of like a business simulation game. Interesting. Okay, so Tricky's been playing some of that. I know he likes some... I think Tricky's one of the ones that likes a lot of the puzzle games too, like Lemmings. Yeah, Lemmings and Pushover. Yeah. But he's also been going through the Final Fantasy games. And Super Mario World every once in a while. Did I throw him a shout out? I did. And it looks like we're still stuck on Mega Seraphimon. Man, my shout out thing is just not working at all. Let me try that again here.
Yep.
Aha.
And you just knocked me over.
I did it!
Alright, I hit it and then unhit it and it seems to work again. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But hey, it works. Let's see here. Next up we got Rio. Rio's pretty cool. Hangs out with us over on Scanlines. Pops up here every once in a while. He's been playing some Double Dash on GameCube. Working his way through the Mega Man X collection. I think he's already badged Mega Man X1. I don't know about it. Okay, he hasn't gotten the other badges for the Mega Man X games outside of that. But he's working his way through this one, through the whole collection. From what Knocker and Foxy were saying about this one, this particular set actually has some like bonus level achievements, bonus set level in terms of difficulty. So it's can be pretty tough. He's also been working on some Donkey Konga, some Soul Calibur 2, and some Hyper Grind. Bum, bum, bum. Next up, we got Rockstar Lexi. Throw her a shout out. She's kind of been working on some shoot 'em ups a lot lately. So she's been playing some Lords of Thunder on Sega CD. She badged that one. She's playing the PC Engine CD1. She played some Android Assault and some Elemental Master. So it's pretty neat games. Pretty neat games. Next I've got Knocker. Knocker's another one that hangs out with us. Is one of the Scanline heroes, I should say. He's really, really good at 2D platformers and 3D platformers. Then Melee. He got Melee badged. GG on that. He got Wind Waker badged, and he also did Mortal Kombat on Game Boy. And he's currently working through Twin Snakes on GameCube. So I think Knocker's definitely one of the ones that'll get the actually, he might already have. He might already get the 30 points. Because Melee's already worth 6. And he already got the Mega Man X collection. So,
got it. There we go.
Yeah, so that's like 6 points there. That's 2 points. That's 2 points. There's 10. And then 6 another 4. That's another 10. So that's already 20. Hard. So he's going for the gold. He's getting pretty close. I think this one's another triple pointer, or maybe double pointer. I'm forgetting. Anyway, he's kicking butt. Next we got Pulse. Pulse is another pretty cool dude. He's looks like they badged it. They badged Crystal Chronicles. So good work, guys. If you guys are listening at all. The main game he's been working on aside from that is Twin Snakes. And before that he badged Resident Evil 0. And it looks like he's been working on Pokemon Coliseum off stream as well. Just to make sure he gets the event badge. So he's kicking butt on that as well. But focusing on one game at a time. Let's see. Next up we got Mike. We got a Pokemon spawn. Meditite. For those doing Pokemon. And then we'll throw a shout out for Mike here. He's been playing some Bomberman 93 on PC Engine. Some Mega Man 7 on Super Nintendo. And recently badged Twisted Metal 4 on PS1. I forgot that, wait, that was on PS1? I could have sworn that Twisted Metal 3 was on PS2. Huh. Weird. I remember, I think there's one of them called, like, Twisted Metal Dark. A lot of the later games weren't as good. I felt like they kind of got the pacing wrong. Twisted Metal 2 was, Twisted Metal Black. Black, that's what it was, on PS2. I just remember, Twisted Metal 2 on PS1 was my favorite. We played a lot of that as kids. Very good multiplayer PvP game. Vehicular combat. I didn't like Black. I thought Black was like the cars went too fast, and it didn't make for good combat. And it didn't look very good either. It was kind of a. Actually, I don't think it was early PS2. I think it was like middle PS2, but it just didn't. I don't know. It felt off a little bit. Anyway, next we got Arius here. I haven't seen a lot of Arius. I think I've seen him play some of the Yu-Gi-Oh games.
Voila, there we go.
Looks like recently he badged Super Mario World and Metal Slug 3.
You have to
and Crash Bandicoot 2.
Like
so GG's on that, sir. It looks like he's booted up Frogger on PS1 and Kingdom Hearts on PS2. So I guess those are what he's intending to play next. Next we got Cassette Cobra. Cassette Cobra's been kicking butt all during this event. Already got quite a few GameCube badges. He's up to 11 badges. I'm pretty sure with 11 badges he's definitely got the he's already got the event badge, I would think. He's got the Bleach game, Barman Jetters, Piglet's Big Game, Rumbly Tumbly, Wario World, the Mickey's Magical Mirror, the Shadow the Hedgehog Reloaded hack, Mario Party 6 he's almost got badged. I think this is the one that's worth triple points too. But yeah, he's been kicking butt. Got Network Transmission, and he's currently working on Barman Generation. So GG's Cassette. Next we got Necro. Necro is one of the late crew RA folks. A little bit kid unfriendly for sure.
A spider waits for a fly in its web.
But he does a bunch of games based on what his viewers ask him to.
Worked very hard on that generator.
I'm gonna turn the shoutouts down a little bit. It's a little loud.
Jade even gave Jake a nod of approval.
About there, say. But Necro was playing some Diddy Kong Racing. I caught that earlier today. I'm playing some Wind Waker, some of that Deadpool hack, the Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. He already beat that one. He's pretty close to the badge. Been playing some Parodius, some Final Fight, Alundra, Superman 64. Oh no. Yeah, so his chats had him playing all kinds of different things. Good times. But would definitely recommend Necro as a streamer. Highly entertaining. Very does a whole lot of impressions for different people. Has a lot of different interesting redeems on his channel. Very energetic. Good dude. Next up we got Rev. Rev pops around here every once in a while. We gotta get back to playing more Monster Hunter with Rev and San, and maybe Drake and Oaz. A lot of people playing. But Rev's still working on some Final Fantasy XI stuff.
Oh my god, I lived.
Yeah, me too.
Live.
I'm definitely gonna take a. I don't know, because I want to do a bunch of Spooktober stuff, so I'll be busy with Spooktober stuff. but I think we'll be getting back to Wednesdays for sure as soon as I get through. I really gotta invest time after work and not worry about if I'm streaming it or not. But I get through Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 and Lost Kingdom. If I can get those done and then finish off PSO, then I'm good on the event badge. You were thinking about us in Monster Hunter yesterday? There've been some more videos about Monster Hunter Wilds coming out next year too. I might be like a 24/7, well not 24/7, but I might ask for the week of release off for that and do a bunch of really long Monster Hunter Wild streams when that comes out. But anywho, Rev's also been playing some Simpsons Hit and Run, some Four Swords, some Bleach, some Star Fox Assault. So let's see. On GameCube, he's got 3 badges so far. So making some headway on the event here. Oh, and he got that Prehistoric Isle 2 arcade badge that we were talking about the other day. And he got Beyblade. Oh my gosh, he got Beyblade. He's almost got the Xenocrisis one too. Nice. But Cosmic, what were you thinking about? What got you thinking about Monster Hunter the other day? Give us the deets. I'll bring up Graham here next. Graham is another guy that plays. He's played a bunch of Monster Hunter with Rev and I various times, and
oh god, it's
other folks. And he's big into the Bubble games.
Don't you dare clip that.
Just thinking, I wonder why they don't play anymore, and then I realized GameCube. Yeah, GameCube sucked up all my time, and I got sick. I've been sick for like the last 2 weeks. That really detoured me. Anyway, Graham's been playing some of the Resident Evil remake. Champions of Norath on PS2. He started in on. Played some Super Smash Bros. Melee. Playing some of this unlicensed game, Dizzy the Adventurer, on NES. I guess it's a Logic Adventure. Huh. Interesting. Unlicensed, but it came out in '93. Huh. Codemasters. And then also playing, he badged Magic Sword on arcade. That came out, that was part of the sets that came out last week. You watched someone speedrun Dizzy. Cool. And then he's also played some WarioWare, some Ninja Gaiden on arcade, some Resident Evil 3 on GameCube, Super Monkey Ball 2, and he's also one who's badged the PSO, Phantasy Star Online. Alright, who's next on our list? Wise. Getting towards the top here. Wise is getting really close to the Resident Evil 4 badge. Looks like that's what he's got gold up currently. He's been playing some Radiant Silvergun, some Hyper Duel, some Cannon Spike. Yeah, we were watching him earlier play that. Throw Wise a shout out here. He's actually doing an early stream today, so we might raid out to him down here.
It was Tara.
Except he's been going for 6 hours. So
the troll. I'm a winner.
I don't know.
Winning.
But yeah, I think last night he was just on kind of
some action game.
Taking a break from GameCube. Did a bunch of Ninja Gaiden games. Did that Deadpool game we played a bunch of.
Oh, another Hobgoblin. Fucking Hobgoblins.
Oh yeah, Cannon Spike's a good time.
Hobgoblin.
Next up, we got Chrono. Chrono is one of the ones that one of that group before that's been playing Crystal Chronicles. They just beat that one.
Gosh, but now I found what he's looking for, right? So.
Hey, Knocker, welcome in, sir.
We can just.
We already covered you. I don't know if you were lurking.
Curious if we
didn't
look in every room.
GG's on the continuous work on GameCube.
What's up? We're all here to party.
Chrono's close to badging Wind Waker. And he badged Dark and Sky. He badged the Skittles game. But yeah, I think we saw you're working on Twin Snakes. You're almost like 80%. Got home from work and stuff. Thanks. All right. Well, welcome home. See, Chrono also did Jeopardy, and he's also one of the ones that badged Phantasy Star Online already. He'll still be in the box for a while. Oh yeah. Gotta hide out. Let's see. Next up, we got Sark and Foxy. Foxy's beating Sark this week. Wow. So Sark's been working on. He's part of the group that just badged Crystal Chronicles, the multi-set, and he's getting really close in the Melee to badging Melee as well. But the main stream game he's been working on, he's actually back to doing requests. So we got Tarzan, Totally Rad, and he's almost done with Dark Savior. He got quite a few of the endings last time we were watching him. So throw him a shout out here. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, that's my last rank. I don't know what it is.
Oh, Tenshu. That was a rough one. That was a rough one to watch. Sark's not huge on the stealth games, and the PSP version of Tenshu is just not very good. But, anywho. Foxy's almost badged Tales of Symphonia. He's at 98%. He's got 3 more to go. That's a big one. That's a big set. It's almost like 2,500 points. And he's playing some Alien Soldier, which I think was the review game last week. Or maybe the challenge game. And Spinball, which was the challenge game for this week. And Gundam Wing. I think he played that.
Explain this?
He played a bunch of games for the cartoon stream, breakfast stream rather, on Saturday. So some SWAT Cats, some Cool Spot, some Taz, some Bugs Bunny. Oh yeah, and I had him play the Caught in the Act game. We were talking about that earlier. And Lego Batman. Bum. So Foxy's been killing it. Then we got Fat Faster Jordy. He's also pretty high up on the list this week. Bum. He's been playing some Barnyard. Oh yeah, Barnyard. That's another. Oh hey Foxy, welcome in. It is going pretty well. We actually just covered you. Congratulations on being number 3 on my list of fallouts for the week. That's you beat out Sarconius this last week. That's pretty impressive, sir. I'm guessing that's mostly from Tails, but I saw your 98%, man. Awesome work, sir. Keep killing it, man. And thanks for trying out some of those games you were talking about on your breakfast stream too. One missable, yeah. Anyway, next we were talking about Pat Fastard here. He's been playing some Barnyard. Postman Pat. He got the badge for Postman Pat on Game Boy Advance. Getting pretty close to Yu-Gi-Oh on PSP. And Pokemon Little Cup Red. That's a hack on Game Boy. So, some interesting games. So, how's your day been, Foxy? Hopefully work was not too bad. I don't know what the weather's like over in your area. I heard it's been pretty hot lately. Hope it's cooling down some. Next up here we got Navanos. Coming up, Navanos was number 1 for this last week, at least on my list anyway. And he is almost done with the Mega Man X collection. Just another hefty set.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
And he's also started up on Twilight Princess. But recently badged Twin Snakes and Sunshine. And Melee.
One day.
Oh man.
It's been pretty nice and cool throughout. Can't complain. Nice. Good to hear. And I don't know if I gave you. I think I did give you a shout out, but here, have another one, sir. Bum.
But dude, I'm trying to get him into the corner here.
Oh, that one. That one. I remember that one. That one was a review game for us. That was like Atomic Robo Kid or something. Yeah, that had awful, awful sound. Pretty decent game otherwise, but the music, oof. A lot of earworms in that one. In the worst way possible. Alright, so that covers the list of, that covers the community highlights. For those that came in a little late, Foxy and Knocker, it's a pretty short list today. Pretty short list. We had a bunch of PS2 games. Sly 3, the Rygar, the 3D Rygar that was kind of a God of War knockoff. Chaos Legion, which is also has some kind of God of War-ish aspects to it, some kind of Devil May Cry aspects to it. The arcade version of Bucky O'Hare. Blade on PlayStation, which is more of a shoot 'em up than a, or not shoot 'em up, not, I wouldn't call it shoot 'em up, but it's like a 3D over-the-shoulder shooter, I guess I'd say. Oh yeah, man, you're definitely deserving of it. And the PSP port of Lunar got a set as well. And Aero Fighters 2 and Lego Star Wars on GameCube. So this one actually looks like a pretty free badge as far as things go. I mean, it's still a grind to get it through the levels. It's not free in that. It's not a meme badge by any means, but it's there's no deathless on this one. There's no deathless. It's just collect everything, and I'm not seeing any warnings against using like the power bricks. So you can probably get it just says to get the fill the stud meter. So possibly you can just use like the X3 or X2 or X6 or whatever to help you get those. So probably one of the easier Lego games to get the badge for. Definitely easier than 2. Anyway. But yeah, that came out. There's yet another disaster game. This one's more of like a survival horror adventure one. A lot of platforming though. Platforming and exploration. What else was interesting here? There's an anime, Vilgust, which I'm not super familiar with. Oh yeah, and Saint Seiya. We should definitely have you play this one on a breakfast stream, Foxy. This one was pretty. This one stood out as like, I bet Foxy would like this one. It looks kind of like the Budokai games. Oh, this is in Spanish. That's okay. Here we go. But yeah, when we were looking at this one earlier, we're like, I bet Foxy would like this one. Oh, you've already played it. Okay. Alright. Well, I think you said you're not doing a breakfast stream this next Saturday, but if you're around for the Saturday after, feel free to grab this one, and I'll remind me. I'll ask for this one. Put it on your request list. You played it years ago when you first messed around with modding your PS2. Ah. Oh, okay. So this Saturday you'll be here, but next one you won't. Okay. So I will ask for it as to get it ready. Since it's a PS2 game, it'll be probably fairly hefty. So yeah. You got it already. Of course you do. You also look at new sets. What am I thinking? Free play as usual. Yeah. Alrighty. So that is that covers the community highlights and the new sets. I think I kind of just want to play some more. You know, I'm kind of not in the mood for Vungaitis because we've played it so much. And I know the next thing I have to do is probably not going to make for great streaming because I have to make a bunch more combos in that. So I'll probably play that off stream. I don't know. What are the new sets here? Looks interesting. Dun, 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 dun. I could play some Aero Fighters, except the Neo Geo CD is probably going to be a little bit tricky to get. Yeah, I guess no less tricky than anything else. I could play through a level in Star Wars. That sounds kind of boring. Let's go for Bucky O'Hare. Okay, we'll go Bucky O'Hare. We'll play at least through the first level of Bucky O'Hare. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Hey Ryu, welcome in. Hope your day is going well. We saw you were kicking butt through the Mega Man X collection. Good work, sir. Awesome work. You're like, what is it, like almost 3/4 through that, it looked like. So let's see, this is yeah. Da, da. Okay, so we're looking for Bucky O'Hare, which is, let's see, Bucky.zip. Okay, so we're just looking for Bucky. Dun, dun, dun. And we'll grab some of these other ones too, just in case they're necessary. Just getting completion for GameCube games at the moment. Sad times for your badge progress on anything. Well, you're really kicking butt on those Mega Man X collection. Like, you get the badge for that one, and that's 6 points too. So that's you know, and then you're prepped and ready to go get the badges for all the single games on, you know, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, and Saturn. If you want to go back through for them, that's I mean, obviously it gets a little boring playing the same games over and over on different ports, but that is one way to get a whole lot of points. Once you beat it on one system, then, you know. Well, then again, sometimes the sets are a little different, so different developers will come up with different challenges, which can be, you know, harder or easier. It's good to do it and fresh on the mind. Yeah. That's what I was doing with Dragon Quest games, and it was actually pretty cool with Dragon Quest because they were like they changed up a bunch of stuff between like Game Boy Color version and Super Nintendo version and such. I don't know how much has changed between like Mega Man X on Super Nintendo versus Mega Man X on PlayStation. I don't think there's anything changed between those hardly at all. But then the Mega Man X in the collections. I think they added a lot of quality of life stuff. Lords of Thunder, she found out the PCA version was a lot tougher. Like an X Collection GameCube set, a lot more than expected. Well, cool. Good. Good times. Alright, let me bring up RetroArch. And let's see if we can get this working. So, make sure we got controller working. It looks like it's working. And then we want to look for Bucky. It looks like it's working. Let's transition over to the RetroArch scene. There we go. Go on. Pop out of that. Okay. Okay. Let's play as Duck. Why not? Centipede. I think the Centipede was a revision. Let me bring up back up my list here. He's Deadeye in the show. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the show. Yeah, Centipede. Yeah, Centipede was a revision. That's why it didn't show up in the original, when I was looking at it originally. Alright, there we go. Okay, jump. That's bomb, I guess. It's like a special attack. Can I charge? I can turbo. This is probably a little cheaty. There we go. Man, I haven't heard that sound in a while. Been playing so many GameCube games. First time you played this when you're at Circus Pizza. Hmm. Oh shoot. Oh. Shoot. Life. Yes, give me life. There we go. Ah! There we go. Ah. I think turbo might not have been the greatest option here. Oh. Get away from me. There we go. Ah, he got me. I almost had him damageless there. There we go. Got him. Went for completion mostly. The only segments I spent a little time practicing were 4 and 5. Ah. X5 yeah, isn't that bad with either Gaia armor or the quick charge part. Ah. Golduck appears, those doing the Pokemon. There we go. Some shoutouts. Get me out of here. Ah. Okay. Can't body those guys. Oh, dang. Those flames have a really long range. Yeah, I want Ducky. That is a lot of Chivos. A lot of active Chivos. Stage 2 Flame Avoider? What? I got hit by the flames. What is that talking about? It's a little bit finicky here, trying to... Oh, okay. Getting all those illegal pops. Wow. Oh, shoot. Okay. There we go. Lost life. Well, it's not that I earned a bunch of Shivas. I just see a bunch of, like, the challenge Shivas down below. I don't know why. Greenies, count 3. Oh yeah, I jumped so high. Alright, we're gonna turn back turbo on. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, I guess I should listen to that. No burn marks. Oh, you can like hover. That's cool. Ah! Here, have that. Have another one. Oh, he bodied me. He still bodied me. Okay. Where's Duck? There's Duck. Oh boy. Oh, he waited. Why did he wait? What? Oh yeah, yeah. Aero Fighters 2 on Neo Geo came out. Planet Punk.
Wow, take a look out there. That's a climate converter. Oh no, they're forcing the slaves to build one here too.
They've gone too far. No fly sucking slimy croaking piece of sludge toad is taking over Planet Punk. Matey, here's what we gotta do.
Better call the STGs to cover you on that game. It's tough. Aero Fighters is pretty tough. Oh, this is like a shoot 'em up stage? I guess. Kind of, sort of. Floating stage. Oh, gotta avoid the asteroids and whatnot. Ah! I'm not very good at this. Ah! Okay, so don't go where it is. So you like go here. Ah! Oh, good catch on that. Go. I'm guessing he's gonna come to the right side. Or he's gonna suck stuff in. Alright, there goes my, Deathless or 1cc or whatever. Okay, he's gonna suck probably. And then push. Oh gosh. And whoa! Oh boy. Well, this boss sucks. Ah, you can't shoot those. Kind of have to go down and around. Or up and around. Oof. Allow you to badge in the next few days. Got him. Thankfully, I have 58 saves to work with. Yeah, that's about what I got for, that's what I've got for, Baden Kaitos. Just got tons and tons of saves. Always hungry, always angry. Have to do the half playthrough? Oh. Uh-oh. Ah! What? Ah! I was pointing the wrong way. Ah! Really? Oh, dang. There we go. True final boss is getting all the swimsuits. Mandatory 3 playthroughs. Man. Bottom Kaitos only requires 1 playthrough, thankfully, I think. But you gotta be super OCD, and you're kind of like you're constantly on the you're constantly trying to make sure you're not spending too much time, because everything degrades, right? So like you only have kind of limited opportunities to do the things you're trying to do, get the combos you're going for. It's a little bit annoying sometimes. Oh gosh, there's so many. Can we get a bunch? Oh, I haven't been using my bombs either, have I? Oh gosh. Here's a bomb. Oh hey, it auto did the thing for me. What is this thing? It's like a mini boss. Hey, have some bombs. Everything is so time specific. You need a break from games like this for a while. Tails is semi-breaking you. Everything is so time specific. Do this before doing this, after you've done this event, but before this battle. Too many times I had to reload because I had messed up a sequence of 8 things. Oof. Yeah, I'm not the type to be able to 1cc these games. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid those. Can you attack that one? Thank you. Ah, really? Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. 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 Here, that's that. And that. Okay. Sure. Right, because I took out the cannon, so now it's just charging. Okay.
Most humble android pleased to navigate, Captain O'Hare, but too late. What the Toads have done, I cannot bear to speak of it. Planet Rat must have been overthrown.
No, it's not too late. Rodent, the old mouse, is still alive somewhere on the planet Rat.
They're really creative with the names here. That's not the blood I wanted. Let's see. Oh boy. Ah, come on. Okay, I got like stuck there. Here, have some of that. Yeah, it's a decently fun game, but it's a little janky. Ugh. I'm also not very good at these kind of games, so I'm not the best example. Ah, there. Give me life. Okay, I can't walk through between those two. Okay, sure. Why not? It's been fun the times you can go. I know you're neck deep into it right now, but I had a question for you regarding this week and DM you later if that's okay. Some of all the games you've played in your life, because you have a vast knowledge. Oh man. I think that trying to sum up all the games we've played would be pretty tough for any of us. Okay, what do I do here? I guess we just kind of hover. Ah! The downside of turbo makes it kind of hard to, hover! Dang it! Why can't you hover? But yeah, ask away, Foxy. I'm watching chat too. Oh, you can't hover. You have to jump over it. Wait, flawless? How is that flawless? Defeat the gear vehicle without taking... I did... Excuse me. I did take damage. I got the cut... What? Oh, boy. Oh, man. Avoid being hit by flames until all prisoners are freed. I did not. Climb lift to the boss without getting burnt. I did not. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go through and clear out some of these because I am not earning. These are broken Chivos. Ah! Dragon Quest side games, ones that aren't numbered. Yeah, I would say anything that's I mean, we were talking about some of the side games earlier on, but like as long as they're not mainline games, I think it like we're talking like you know, Slime Rockets, Itadaki Street, Dragon Quest Heroes, Dragon Quest Swords. I would call all of those side side games or offshoots. Should be disappointed if we waited a week for the theme stream. Between work and a few projects, got to finish at home. It's a long week as is. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Whenever it's convenient for you, man. Like I would just say Wednesdays are the Wednesdays. I usually am free to actually watch the stream. I usually only get like troubleshooting calls from work. I don't typically have meetings from like 3 to 5. So I'm usually free to watch it. But other than that, like it doesn't have to be this week if you're busy this week. And yeah, Dragon Quest Monsters too. Like, I don't know if you're interested in playing the new version. I think the new version is just the remaster remake, which is kind of meh. But here, have a bomb. It's not like I'm gonna be able to beat you damageless or bombless anyway. No, dang it. I was doing pretty good there for a second. That's okay, more bombs. dang it. Can't jump over those. I got second place. Come on. Oh, come on. Get off me. Wednesdays for sure, but I don't want to hold off if you're looking forward to it. You did redeem it and want to honor that. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to be there for it. But I don't want to. I mean, it's all for fun, right? So don't be stressed about doing it this week versus next week or whenever it's convenient and fun for you. Now that I'm badging this Bucky, is it time to badge the NES? Like, I don't think I'm capable of badging the NES Bucky for one, and I'm obviously not actually badging this one. I'm gonna go reset the Chivos that I didn't earn here. Yeah, I'd love to play it multiplayer, but there's no way I'm badging. I mean, unless I really put a bunch of time into it. Bought something fun for it, nothing over the top, but it's really cool and can't wait to show. Cool.
Planetary life force.
Banana oil. Them lousy toads just keep coming, Captain. What are we gonna do?
Okay. Was I supposed to, like, get in those? Oh, I was like, bumper cars, but it doesn't quite work that way. Oh, okay. Avoid the fire. Whoa. It's a laser shark. It's a volcanic laser shark sub. That's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Dude, there's, like, nowhere to go. I have to, like, go above. Ah, dude. That's pretty lame right there. You're giving me nowhere to go here. I guess I have to go up again. Oh, boy. Got him. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool, dang. Ugh, pretty dang cool. That was not flawless at all. That was, I mean, I didn't die. Here, have some of that. Birds play this game perfectly. Yeah, sure. What the heck? So perfect. Oh gosh. I do like that you can like break individual parts and make certain things easier on yourself. That's kind of cool. Okay. Ah. Jeez. Alright. This is kind of annoying. Oh, now it's this guy again. Got him.
Let's go fry the warts off a few dozen more of them fly-munching toadies! I'll atomize mammal mush and mangle their mammal bones!
It's pretty short. Like I said, it's only 12 episodes. It's not bad. Oh, you can do up to 4 players with this? That's cool. I wasn't paying attention to the, how many players there were available. Oh, I don't want it there. Dang, the range on those. Power! Give me the power! Come on. I don't think I got the power. It's Contra! Okay, I did that one. I did that one flawless. I didn't take any damage there. That's the first real flawless, I think. Wait, what am I supposed to do with that? Oh, what? What am I supposed to do with this? It takes too long to do my attack. There. There we go. okay. The screen moved me into him. That's not cool. Ah. Ah. Here, have a bomb. Wow, this is getting pretty nuts. Multi-kill. There we go. Ah, okay. Here. Enough of your nonsense. Down home, Florida? Commercial on Saturday. Oh gosh. Ah! Ah! There's like nowhere to go. Uh, I think I got that before. Ah, let me through the power. No. You want to stick with Duck? Oh gosh. Ah. Still got me. It's a little hard to see where it's gonna go. Yeah, Turbo's a little cheaty with this game, for sure. A little bit. Doesn't really buy you a lot. Ah. Toad Marshal, or Air Marshal. Oh, this is the final guy. Okay. Here. What? I can't jump kick him? Here. Enough your nonsense. Oh, he's Sigma. He's doing the Sigma attack. Here, we're just gonna keep farting. Until we die. Oh gosh. He's getting hit by his own thing. Why was that? Why can't I destroy those missiles? Like, what? Yeah, it's not letting me kill those missiles. Even though I've been able to kill all the other missiles in the game. Oh, wild Pokemon appears.
Got to return the planetary life force to each planet.
Yeah, Bucky boy, all 20 of me fingers is itching to raise a bunch of lumps on a bunch of toad noggins.
Wait, what? There's another stage? Give. There you go. Flawless descent. I don't know what it's checking for these, but like I'm taking damage, so it wasn't flawless. Here, have a bomb. Have another. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Stop that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Now he's doing two. Ah! Why? They went slower that time. And now I lost my power-ups. Alright, gotta go over here. Here. Jump, dang it. Okay, juke over there. Juke over here. Here. Oh gosh. Find the right direction, dude. Ah! Ah! No! No! Ah, I got too close. Run away! Here. I think Turbo might actually be to my detriment here. Because you basically just get a few shots off. And then run. And then run. And then run. And then run. And run. Bum, 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 bum. And then do that. I was pointing the wrong way. I don't know if I took... No, I did take a punch there. Okay, he's going faster now. Oh gosh. Dude. Too much stuff. Can I do a fart? That's not great. Oh gosh. He's too fast. Oh gosh. Well, so much for damageless. Here. How much more health you got, punk? Come on, do that. There we go. There we go. I think we got him. I think that's the last level. I hope that's the last level. Loyalist duck. Oh, hey Wise, I was about to rig you. Hey man, welcome in. Thank you for the GGs, Rio. Welcome in, Neo. Welcome in, Wise. Let's throw a shout out here. We chose to play some Bucky O'Hare, which was one of the arcade games that came out today. I was thinking about hopping on some Baten Kaitos, because I'm still working on that.
Alright, where does it go?
But hope you guys are having a great day. It was a really short list today, so I was able to go through the community achievements, or community highlights rather, and everybody's kicking butt on GameCube. A lot of people are. I saw you got a whole ton of NES achievements last night, so great job on that, man. Really, a lot of progress through that Deadpool game. Yeah, we saw a whole lot of PS2 games today. Well, not a whole lot, but like the Rygar, the 3D Rygar, which is kind of a God of War clone. Chaos Legion. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh game that was like a tactics RPG. Hey Necro, welcome in, man. Oh yeah, and Cannon Spike. We saw you were playing some Cannon Spike today too. People click the weirdest stuff. Welcome in, Necro. Hopefully you're having a good day too. Let's throw a shout out here. GG's to you as well on all the assorted work as always. I saw a ton of different games on your list as usual.
No pacifists.
And getting pretty close on that Disney Skate Adventure. But yeah, we just beat just did a playthrough with Duck of
one set of coins.
Hi, Maddie Boombot. Batty Boom Batty. Welcome in, man. Thank you for the follow. I think I'm already following you.
Running still.
So,
he was running when he went down the tube.
Disney Skate is not a bad game.
If anybody saw that, that was pretty cool though. I want to try to make an emote of that because that looks.
Vern's got to do the NES Bucky set soon. No. Negro's Machine. Gonna go all night, but didn't eat dinner. Need some food. Yeah, I actually gotta. Oh, I don't want to play another. Okay, so I guess it loops. It must loop. Beat the game in 3 or less credits on the default player's life settings and 1 CC. There's no way I'm getting either of those. The Chivos on this one are kind of broken. I got a bunch of flawless that I didn't really deserve. Like, reach the ground to Planet Life Force without taking damage. That's false. I didn't get that one. I shouldn't have gotten that one. Survive second phase of the fight without being burnt by fire. I did get that one. I did. That is a legit. I didn't get burned by the... No, wait. Did I? Did I get burned? I might have gotten hit once, actually. But yeah, I might just wipe the Chivos on this one because I kept getting ones that I didn't really earn. Like this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. Yeah. And they misspelled that. But yeah, lots of Chivos in here I'm getting just for free. Bucky hard difficulty is rough. Yeah, things are going pretty well. But I was thinking about finishing stream actually. But since you've arrived, I don't know. We could go play some Baten Kaitos. We could do that. Swap over to that and play some. Yeah, broken set on the week it comes out. Super surprising, right? Let me go over to see our review here. Transition with it. There we go, and bring up the page here. And let's go. So if for those watching, if you haven't had to reset Chivos before, this is kind of the way you do it. Is you go in and you find the ones that you know you didn't earn. If you got like a broken set here, this one, we want to report an issue that it's unlock the achievement without meeting the requirements. Yes. Is it 1.19? It's probably 1.19. Yes, it is. 1.19.1. FB Neo, hardcore. And I think that's probably the right. Let me see here. Got a quick menu and the information on this one. 1A06. And we got 1A06. Yep. Why is that not catching the page? Oh. Because it's not, hold on. 1 sec, guys. There we go. Alright, so we'll submit an issue report on that one. And then we'll go back to this one, the flame avoider, and we will reset this achievement. Yes. There we go. And then, let's see. Single 2-button attack. We did get those ones. Yeah, we try to be honest. Sometimes things pop and you don't know if you actually earned them or not. Defeat 2 green toads in 1 single jump without using bombs. I'm pretty sure we did that one. We did not get this one. At the wrong time. Up the lift. Still popped. And then we'll go and back to this Chivo and reset. Boom. And then defeat the gear vehicle without taking damage. Defeat the gun control. I didn't get either of those. So we'll reset. And we'll report. Unlocked. And then I reset it. Okay. Let's see. Died and continued during this fight. Didn't know Bucky O'Hare was an arcade game? Yeah, there's an arcade game. I didn't know about it either until today, but it got a set. And apparently there are some free Chivos if you want to go for these free Chivos. But I am trying to be honest about these things. Let's see. Did take damage. Still got Chivo. Okay, and else here? Lava fish without using bombs or dying. Okay, we didn't die during that fight, and I didn't use the bombs on that lava submarine. So I think I did earn that one. Defeat the first wall without taking damage. I think I might have gotten... Did I get that one? Did I take damage? I didn't die. I remember not dying on that one. Need to finish this GameCube event. You start with too many games. Yeah, me too. Me too. We did get that one. That was fair. We did take damage. I'm pretty dang sure we took damage on this one. I think you have a good lineup to get to silver. Cool. Let's reset. Report. Ticket. Okay. I think I did avoid getting hit by the fire when he was like throwing down the pikes or the pipes or whatever. I think. But anyway, there's quite a lot of Chivos on here. Possibly I would have gotten a bunch of the other ones if I hadn't been using bombs. I don't know. I don't know what meter they're watching to check to see. But I think all their damage list stuff is probably broken. Like it didn't give them to me probably because I was using bombs, I'm thinking. Anyway. But pretty fun little beat 'em up. And let me go back to, let's see here. Not all games. We want to look at the front page and the list here. So this was the list, and some of the stuff that stuck out to me that you might enjoy, Wise, if you're still here. So we had Rygar. So this was like a 3D Rygar, kind of a God of War clone, but PS2 game. Looked pretty fun. Well, I mean, it looked kind of mid, kind of middling, mediocre, but I don't know. It's still like a God of War type game, and I know you said you liked a lot of the ones that were like this one. It was an awesome game. All right, and there's also Blade, based on the Wesley Snipes movie, which was a very loose interpretation of the comic book character, but it's kind of a third-person shooter. I know it says beat 'em up on there, but this one also looked maybe like it'd be the kind of game that's up your alley. And then there was also Chaos Legion you're talking about, and is there anything else that stood out? Oh yeah, there was a Saint Seiya game. This one looks a lot like the Budokai games from Dragon Ball 3D Fighter. Chaos Legion was fun but hard. Blade is very average. You have played so many games, Wise. You're a great store of knowledge on a lot of these ones. I've not played any of these ones, but I have seen this one on the shelf a lot and been like, oh, that looks kind of cool. But it's never been it was never like top of my list of things to get. I didn't know this one existed. I do remember this one coming out, but it didn't strike me as like super interesting because I didn't really have any nostalgia for Rygar because I hadn't played it on NES or arcade or anything, and haven't played it on NES since. Like I have negative nostalgia. It's not very. I didn't like the NES game very much. I am like missing one Amiibo on it. We could try playing some Big Bang since we did get a raid. That might be a little bit more interesting than watching me farm combos in Bot and Kaitos. Maybe that's what we'll do. Let's see, Bank Panic is just Bank P. Duh. So grab this one. Grab that one. Alright, let's switch back over to the RetroArch scene. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we'll close out of this one. Go load. Bank P. Oh, that's not the one I want. Hold on. Controls here. Button 1, 2, 3. So I think when I just went to the third one. So I think this is actually backwards for this game. So we probably want button 1 to be, probably want the square to be button 1. And the X to be button 2. Oh, where are we? Okay. And the circle to be button 3. That's what we want. And then can we save that for this game? Save game remap file. Okay. Resume. Alright, let's try and restart here. Wait, is it not working? Arcade Bank Panic, indeed. I want to make sure my controls are. So 2, 3, 1. What? Hold on. Nothing's working? Okay, we gotta get the controls right here. Let's try resetting. Is there a LS left? What buttons do we have here? Got a left, right, fake left stick. And left, right. There's no up, down. In this one. Coin and start. Button 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's set this back to button 1. To button 2. To button 3. Left stick left, left stick right. Okay, so that's that way. Dude, it's all messed up. Oh gosh, this is gonna be bad. Alright. So we want... Okay. Don't need cheap viewers. Okay. This is gonna be button 1. After all, this is gonna be button 3. and this is going to be button 2, I think. So then 1 is left, 2 is down. Alright, I think this will work. But now it's not working at all. Why is it not working at all now? I'm not shooting anything. Why? Okay. I wonder, got 2 of the boys yesterday, but none today, so random. Oh, 2 of the bots. Yeah. I wonder, is there any core options? No. Bonus life, difficulty easy. 1C, 1C. Crosshair emulation, hide the light gun. Analog speed. Oh, I wonder if this had I wonder if you could use a light gun with this. I'm kind of wondering if the input over here is overwriting things. Because we do have the buttons here. B, A, Y, X. Yeah, so like if I map them the way they should be, it's not working. I wonder if I just have to reset it. Let's try resetting. See if that works. Okay. Nope. Nope. It's not going. Okay, that's really annoying. Because this is going to be really hard if I have, like, if this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, then it's like, I'm pressing left to do down, and down to do, no, down to do left. Oh, gosh. So it's like left, down, right. Yeah. Oh gosh, this is... I don't think we'll be able to do this. Oh. There we go. Okay, that's that one. Alright. Five. That's, this one? There we go. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna make it through some of these later levels where they're like popping up through every door. Oh gosh. Dude. There we go. We beat one level. Somehow we beat the one level with like totally broken controls. Alright, so left, middle, right. Left, middle, right. Left, middle, right. Oh gosh. Okay, so 10, 11, 12. They're at 10, 12. What? That was totally a bandit. I swear that was a bandit. Oh. Crying out loud. I'm having real trouble. I'm having real trouble with like, okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there was one at 6. Gotcha. Somebody else has come behind. There we go. Sure. Alright, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Got him. Ah! Okay, well that was fun. Let's do... Oops. Oh well, good enough. Alright, so that's Bank Panic on the arcade. It's a fun game, but you really gotta have the right control scheme. Alright, let's go give Pulse a raid here. Alright, thanks everyone for coming by. Hopefully it was a helpful art review. Got to know some games that are out there. I'm gonna go work on some Bot and Kaitos. Maybe take a shower first or something, get some food. But go work on getting some of those combos. Thank you for the raid wise. Thanks everybody for showing up. Frosty, Saiyan, Cosmic, Neo, Necro, Foxy, Manbu Batty. Really appreciate all you guys. Have a wonderful night. Be good to each other, and best of luck on getting some more Chivos. Oh yeah, and Rio and Knocker. Thanks guys. Keep kicking butt with all the Mega Man X games. You guys are killing it. See you later. All right, and for anybody watching on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. Have your